coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, we've arrived at one of the more unusual golf courses in the United States. We're in the state of Washington, Chambers Bay. What's it all about?
Well, apart from the scenery, Rich, which is magnificent, this is a walking golf course, so it's a chance to get out there, strut your stuff, and see if you got a game to match.
It's a links golf course. We think of links golf. We think of the home of golf in Scotland. Here we're in the northwest part of the United States, though.
Yeah, but Scotland's, well, it's transferred a little piece of land all the way across the Atlantic.
So we're ready to get the round going here at Chambers Bay, and we'll begin, Frank, at the first with a par 4.
496 yards, obviously that'll stretch anybody out there. That bunker down the right is very much in play. The fairway does narrow out, too, just short of that. So this really is going to require one of your best tee shots. Semi-blind second shot, a relatively big green.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. All right, Frank, how would you break down this approach shot here at the first at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's partially blind, so you've really got to fixate on the exact point that you want to aim at. That's one of the beauties of this golf course. So maybe even just have a little look and make sure you know that line, because once that ball hits the ground, the natural contours are going to take it in a certain direction. So really fixate on that line.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again. It's no snack, though.
Wow, I thought he made that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
And so just getting started, even par so far. Just a couple of feet. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Now at the second and a medium-length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dogleg to the left, rather long, skinny green here, well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right, and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Frank, what do you think about this approach shot here at the second at Chambers Bay?
If you've driven it down the right side, you have a much better view of this green, better access to the flag when it's on the back left. You really want to just avoid that little bunker that cuts in on the right side. There's a little sort of gut on that left side of the green, where that sort of collects the ball.
Has the putt, and now at -1. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Even par currently.
Did the job right there. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Settles in over the putt. So they'll tap in. Even par early on. Frank, standing here on the fourth tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the two previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Second from an excellent lie. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Shouldn't be a problem here. Three over for the day. And getting ready for the putt. Just a shade over par, +1. Well, Frank, here at the fifth, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. The hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot. I tell you, there's long and long, and that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Now, the approach shot here at the fifth hole at Chambers Bay, and how difficult is this?
Well, it looks straightforward, but the second shot, once again, just semi-blind. You've got to be very aware of that little central bunker that's just short of the green, because you're either going to have to go over it or around it.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
This one has a good line. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. Just a little tap in here. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Ready to tee off here at the sixth. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, But find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par fours. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, I thought he made that. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. These putts keep the round together. Okay, has it, and stays at 1 over par. Clean this up with a tap. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4, it's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hammocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway.
It's fine. Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit.
If you're going to hit it down.
This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Now the approach shot here at the 7th, Frank, and this one is up the hill.
It is, and the green is sort of split into thirds. There's a little piece back left, there's a piece back right, and that bigger portion in the front. So once again, you've got to choose what shot am I trying to hit, and do I have the right club?
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Ready for his third shot, needs to hit this close.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just misses. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. Trying to get out of here with just one dropped shot. This is for bogey. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Good lie in the fairway, and a good chance to make something happen here. This has not been a great round as we head toward the finishing stretch here. You can tell the winds have really affected the shots out on the course. Let's see if they can muster something coming to the finish line. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
8-foot putt here. Up to par for the round. Frank, the 9th hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans in that down here. But this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. They might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Chance to get it close here. Chambers Bay, just the 3rd municipal course to have hosted a U.S. Open and the youngest to host a U.S. Open in almost 30 years.
Yeah, hats off to them too. This is they did it for the right reasons. It's going to be interesting to see it on TV with the best in the world playing it, because the golf course will look different. It'll be a shock to some people because we're so used to seeing everything that's green and perfect. This is perfect, but it's not green.
This is a cross-country special. It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. And he has it for birdie.
Even par currently.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So, 2 over par for the round. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, playing Chambers Bay out in the state of Washington in the great northwest of the United States. Frank, let's take a closer look now at the 10th hole.
Well, you can see where you've got to go by virtue of the dunes left and right. This is one of the few greens that is well bunkered around, so you can see it short right, short left, and there's another little bunker just on the left side. So it's a tricky little second shot coming in here.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Headed for the bunker? So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
No snack, though.
Wow, I thought he made that. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot bogey at the 10th. These putts keep the round together. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. And he makes it for a bogey here. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Two over for the day. Now on to the 11th, and Frank, we are looking at a long par 4 in front of us.
We are indeed, and it's called shadows, but there is love in the shadows here. Hit it over that dune down there in the middle of the fairway. If you can get it there around the 300-plus yard mark, then the hole obviously starts to get a little easier. That second shot, you'd like to hit a little bit of a cut in here, but there's 2 levels to this green, so make sure you're on the right level where that flag is.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. Second from an excellent lie. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. The 11th hole, Frank, what's the right way to get at it?
Just got to be cognizant of that ridge that cuts through the middle of this green that sort of turns this green into one simple green and all these little complex sort of sections. That's the biggest thing, but that's also, you realize very, very quickly, you're playing links golf today.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And getting ready for the putt. Oh, my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
So a tester from 4 feet. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. Clean this up with a tap. Three over for the day. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Eye.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest fairways on the golf course. And then up in front, if you look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker. Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, another one goes in.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point, the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there. That was nuclear.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And from the fairway for his second shot here. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. So a good lag putt there, Frank.
Yeah, the whole idea of a lag putt, sometimes you build a 3 or a 4 foot circle and just try and get it inside that. Good putt.
He has a 12-footer here. So with a make, moves to even par. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, normally in a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees, but part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3.
Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is a putt for birdie from long range. Probably would be happy to get down in 2. Well, this one's tracking. Surprise, surprise.
I tell you, just when you thought things were going to go the other way. Even par, currently.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get in the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank, now a pretty short shot here into the 16th.
Yeah, green, anything other than flat. Very narrow, skinny green. It also slopes left to right. You can use that to your advantage.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Second shot. Good look at the green. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus. Rich, with a lie like that in the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
And getting ready for the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. He has this for par. Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
And it makes the green in regulation. Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Well, he knew it right from the start. Just a poor putt. One over for the day. Did the job right there. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realise that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Final drive of the day, and makes it a good one in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That's an absolute beauty.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's a round of 70 on the day. Getting set now over the putt. Okay, has it and stays at 1 over par. Well, Frank, what a day. Dramatic views and some great golf as well here at Chambers Bay.
You can see why this is considered a true links golf course, even though it's that far away from Scotland. It presents so well to the eye. The bunkering here is stunning, and of course, it tests every player in